how do you say felicidad?
Happiness?
Happiness and y tristeza
Sadness.
and sadness in the people.
Okay.
The finally Obama
One.
and won, and the people was
Where because it's plural.
and the people were happy.
Okay. Diana Sofia Leon, please continue. Tell me about this photo.
Um, when the photographer was
Taking.
taking
Taking.
the
Take,
photo,
taking.
taking the photo, and the people uh, were uh, were see TV screens, and they were waiting for the elections.
Okay.
Um,
Don't you remember more?
no, teacher.
Samuel, do you remember more information about it?
Our teacher, uh, they say everything.
Nini Joanna?
Perdón, teacher.
Sorry, teacher.
Sorry, teacher.
Okay, we were reading this article about a moment in history. Laura Puerto, where are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. My cell phone is broken. In this moment, I connecting in my computer.
Okay,
Wait a minute, please.
okay, don't worry. Okay, let's continue with this photo, the history behind this photo. So now we are going to do the activity C. Read it again and answer the questions. For example, why did Tom Pilstrom go to Chicago? Why did Tom Pilstrom go to Chicago?
He wanted to photograph Barack Obama and his family.
Complete. He went to Chicago because he wanted to, repeat.
And he went to Chicago because he wanted to photograph Barack Obama and his family.
And his family, very good. Second question, why couldn't he take a photograph of Obama? Why couldn't he take the photograph of Obama?
He couldn't take a photograph of Obama
Yes.
because he doesn't have
Didn't have
didn't have a press pass.
his press pass. Excellent. Now let's continue with the next, Diana Sofia. Next question is, what was the weather like?
It was a warm night.
Exactly, very good. Laura, next question. Where did he take this photo? Where did he take this photo? Can you hear me, Laura?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
He take a photo.
What is the past of take?
Took.
Okay.
He took a photo in the convention center in November 4th.
Yes, in the park outside the conversion center. Very good. Now let's continue with the next question for any person. The question is, where could the people see the election results? Where could the people see the election results?
In the park.
They could see the election results in the park? No.
The TV screens.
Yes.
Complete, Samuel.
They see
They could see
the
the election
they could
reports.
see the election results in the
Results.
results in the TV screens.
They could see the election results on the TV screen. On the TV screen, right? And the next question is, was he sorry that he couldn't go inside the center? Diana, Daniel, was he sorry that he couldn't go inside the center? Diana, Daniel, Samuel, Laura. Hello. Diana, Daniel, Laura, Samuel. Do you know the answer? Do you understand the question?
No, teacher.
Was he sorry? Is lamentó él that he couldn't go inside the center?
No.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Why?
Because he saw the people and he how do you say sintió?
Felt.
Felt that the how do you say el sentimiento?
He had the feeling.
He had the feeling, the people, and
Okay. The answer is right. Question number 7. What happened when Obama won? What happened when Obama won?
When Obama won, the people started laughing,
People started laughing,
shouting and crying.
shouting and crying. Yes, people went crazy. People went crazy. Excellent. Very good. Hello, Laura. Are you there? Laura. Puerto Espinosa. Are you there?
No.
Yes, you say yes, I am here.
I hear you, but
I can see you.
yes, I tried turn on my camera, but
Don't turn on your camera. Don't worry. Only pay attention to the class because you have your book and you can listen to us, okay? So let's continue with the grammar. The grammar says past continuous. Look at the highlighted verbs in the extract from the text. Do they describe actions that happened after he took the photo or at the same time as he took the photo? Sorry, Samuel.
Nothing.
Sorry?
Nothing.
Nothing? So what is the right answer? A or B?
B.
At the same time as he took the photo. Excellent, Diana Sofia. Excellent, because past continuous is also to express or to describe that two actions were happening at the same time in the past. Two actions happening at the same time. For example, you say, when I was watching TV, my mother was cooking. Right? Do you understand? It means that the actions were happening at the same time in progress. Right? Right? Hello? Is somebody living here? Okay. Okay, there are students in my class. So we have two communicative functions for the past continuous. The first communicative function is to describe an action that was happening at a specific moment in the past. And the second communicative function is two actions happening at the same time. Right? Good. Now, let's read this. When I took this photo, everybody was looking at the TV screens, waiting for the election results. Some people were quietly holding hands and smiling. Others were tense and nervous. You see, there were many actions happening, repeat, at the same time.
Same time.
At the same time in the past, right? Now you have to do the grammar bank. When do you usually do the grammar bank?
At home.
At home as a homework. That's gonna be the homework for next class, okay? Because at this moment we're gonna continue with activity C. The activity says C is 1.41. Read the activity, Daniel.
In pairs.
In pairs. In pairs.
In pairs, listen to the sounds and make a sentence using the past continuous and the simple past.
Example.
They were playing tennis when it started to rain.
Do you understand what you have to do? Do you understand the activity? Yes, teacher, I do. I understand the activity. Do you understand the activity?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, and Diana, do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
And Samuel?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
And Laura?
I know.
You don't understand? You're going to listen to sounds and you are going to create sentences in past continuous and past simple. Look at this example. They were playing tennis when it started to rain, to describe what was happening. Okay? Now listen. Wait a minute because I have to share the audio. I have to share the audio.
1.41. 1.
What happened?
It was very quietly.
They were playing tennis when it started to rain. Repeat.
They were playing tennis when it started to rain.
To rain. Okay, so in this case, we are going to speak about another communicative function for the past continuous. Look, the first action, they were playing tennis, was happening at a specific moment in progress. They were playing tennis, yes? But the second action came and interrupted the first action. When it started to rain. It's similar to, for example, Samuel says, I was sleeping this morning when my mother called me to have breakfast. Yes, so your mother interrupted your action, sleep. You understand?
Yes,
So
teacher.
past continuous and past simple. Past continuous and past simple, right? Now listen, and according to the sounds, describe the second action, okay?
2.
He was driving a car.
Uh-huh.
When
Somebody
somebody
called him. When somebody called him to his telephone number. Yes. Daniel, can you please tell the person in your house to put the volume of the TV down? Okay, the next sentence for Diana Sofia.
3,
This is the police.
Diana, tell me, Diane.
They were having a party
Uh-huh.
when the police arrived.
Excellent. They were having a party when the police arrived. Now for Samuel Ito.
4,
He was taking a shower
Uh-huh.
when
Somebody
knocking the door.
knocked at the door.
Knock at the door.
When somebody knocked at the door. Excellent, Samuel. Now Andres Medina. No, Andres Medina is me. Daniel.
5,
Daniel.
He was sleeping when the baby started crying.
Excellent. When the baby started crying. Diane.
6. Oh, hi. Hello.
She was walking.
In the street.
She was walking in the street when a dog started. How do you say ladrar?
To bark? No. She was taking her dog for a walk. She was taking her dog for a walk when she met somebody. Do you understand? When she met somebody. Okay, when she met with another person. She met another person. She met somebody in the street. Repeat the complete sentence, Diana.
She was
taking her dog for a walk.
She was taking her dog for a walk when she met
somebody.
With somebody.
She met somebody. Excellent. Very good. Now let's continue with the vocabulary about the prepositions at, in, on. Question number 1. Which preposition do you use before a date?
On.
On. Very good, Samuel. Example, on November 4th. Which preposition do you use before a time?
At.
At. Very good. Example, at 11 o'clock. Which preposition do you use before the morning, the afternoon, etc.?
In.
In. Example, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Which preposition do you use before a room or building?
On.
No.
In.
No. At. If it's not black, it's white, no? At the convention center, for example. Good. Activity B, check your answers to exercise A in the text. What preposition do you use with a month?
On.
On.
No.
No.
Nope.
On.
In, for example, in January. What preposition do you use with the weekend? On the weekend.
On the weekend.
Very good, Diane. And which preposition do you use with home, work, school? At home, at work, at school. Excellent. Now, remember that the vocabulary bank about the prepositions, part 1, is also homework. So far, for the moment, what is the homework? Vocabulary bank, yes? Now let's continue with the pronunciation, the sentence stress, the sentence intonation. No, that is very important. Activity 1.43. Listen and repeat the dialogue. Repeat the dialogue. And copy the rhythm. What is the meaning of copy the rhythm? Imitate the intonation, no? The intonation of the person. So listen and
repeat.
Repeat. Very good.
1.43.
Where were you at 6 o'clock in the evening?
Where were you at 6 o'clock in the evening?
I was at work.
I was at work.
I was at work.
What were you doing?
What were you doing?
What were you doing?
I was having a meeting with the boss.
I was having
a meeting with the boss.
Okay, now Diana is A and Samuel is B. Repeat.
Where were you at 6 o'clock in the evening?
Samuel, you are B.
I was at work.
What were you doing?
What were you doing?
I was having a meeting with the boss.
Okay, now Daniel and Samuel are going to have a conversation, but with different times and with real information. Okay? Start, Samuel.
Where were you at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Today in the morning, okay.
Today in the morning.
I was at work.
At work. You don't work?
Work. Yes.
Do you work? What do you do?
Yes. In the farm.
On the farm.
On the farm.
Okay.
Let me think.
My uncle's farm.
My uncle's farm.
Samuel, continue.
What were you doing?
I was
playing with the cows.
No. No sé cómo decir.
I don't know how to say teacher.
I don't know how to say teacher.
Yes. Ask me the question, teacher. How do you say?
How do you say abrir huecos para sembrar?
Opening holes.
Opening holes.
To plant.
To plant.
I was opening holes to plant. Very good. Now, Diane and Samuel are going to have another conversation. Please, Diane, ask questions to Samuel.
Where were you at 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Today or yesterday?
Today.
I was at my grandmother's house.
What were you doing?
I was
sleeping.
Her. No, a la una. I was her.
I was what?
Care?
Caring.
Her.
Caring with ing.
carrying her. Yes.
So you were carrying your cousin?
Grandmother. Grandmother.
Your grandmother. Okay, okay.
Yes, yes.
Very good. Now, do you understand this? Yes, it's very easy. Past continuous is very easy, no? It's simple. Now, the listening, activity A. Read the activity, please, Diana Sofia. 5.
Look at the famous photo that was on the cover of many magazines around the world in the 1960s. Where do you think the people are? What do you think is happening?
Okay, so tell me your conclusions, please. What do you think is happening in the picture? And where do you think the people are?
I think that the people were, how do you say, protestando?
On a strike, or you can say protesting against. Daniel, the people were?
The people were protesting
Against the government? Maybe? And where were they? Diana, Samuel, Laura, where were they?
Many years ago.
Where, no when. They were
In
Facatativa?
They were in Paris or
in
New
Paris?
York, maybe.
Okay. Let's check. Read the beginning of a newspaper article. Okay, let's read. So, Laura, welcome. Read the article, please.
The image that cost a fortune. Caroline, the vendor, was born in 1940.
1940.
She was the granddaughter of Count
Maurice.
Maurice the Vendor, a rich aristocrat who owned.
Do you understand owned?
Dueño.
Dueño.
A lot of property in Paris and Monaco.
Okay, continue, Samuel. Although. Excuse me, is Samuel speaking Spanish? Oh my God, he has 10 negative points.
Where Laura?
Where was Laura?
Where was Laura?
Laura was in Monaco. Although
he has other grandchildren, the co decided to leave all his money to Caroline. I never knew why, says Caroline. Perhaps because I was praying. He paid for her to go to very expensive schools in England, and he hoped that she would marry well.
Marry well. Okay,
well.
Diane, continue, please.
Perhaps a member of a
European royal family.
But Caroline was a rebel. She went to New York and worked there for a short time as a model. Then in 1968, when she was 22 years old, she
22?
returned
22?
28 years old, she returned to Paris.
She returned to Paris. Okay. So, where was she? Where was she in the photo?
In Paris.
She was in Paris.
Was in Paris.
Okay. Who was she?
She's
Rebel.
No, but who was she?
and she was the granddaughter, the aristocrat.
An aristocrat's granddaughter. Count Maurice de Bourgogne. Exactly. When did it happen? When did it happen? It was last year?
No.
Was in 1968.
No, it was in 19. Yes, in 1968, yes. Very good. How old was she? How old was she?
28. She's 28.
She was.
She was 28.
She was 28.
Teacher,
Excellent. And what was she doing?
She fighting for.
She was fighting
For better education.
She was fighting for better education. Very good. Excellent. Now let's continue with activity C, 1.44. Now listen to the woman in the photo. Talking about it. Talking about the photo. Okay, Laura? Were you right? Now listen. Listen.
1.44. En mai 1968, je suis rentré à Paris. In May 1968, I came back to Paris. It was a very exciting time. There were a lot of demonstrations and fighting between students and the police. I wasn't really interested in politics. I wasn't a communist or an anarchist, but I loved the atmosphere. All the students were fighting for freedom, for revolution, and the French police were everywhere. On May the 15th, I was with thousands of other young people. We were walking toward the Place de la Bastille. I was tired, so a friend picked me up and I sat on his shoulders. Another boy, who was walking next to us, was carrying a Vietnamese flag. It was the time of the Vietnam War. And he said to me, "Hey, could you carry the flag for me?" And I said, "Okay." There was so much happening that I didn't notice all the photographers. The next day, the photo was on the cover of magazines all over the world. When my grandfather saw it, he immediately ordered me to come to his house. He was furious, really, really angry. He said, "That's it. You are a communist. I'm not going to leave you anything, not a penny." I walked out of the room, and I never saw him again. 6 months later, he died, and I didn't get any money from him. Nothing.
Okay, did you understand? You understand this narrative or not? A little? Kind of? Okay, let's see what you understood. Let's start with Daniel. Tell me, Daniel, what did you understand?
I don't remember.
Anything?
How do you say no presté atención?
I didn't pay attention.
I didn't pay attention.
Diane, please, what did you understand? Diane, please. What did you understand? Do you remember some information, Diane?
No, teacher.
Nothing? Oh my God, these people didn't pay attention to the audio. Samuel, did you understand something?
In that time, she loved that the students and the people fighting for her
Were fighting
for them for
their
their
rights.
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 And she loved that.
Okay. And she was in Paris and she was protesting. And what happened to her grandfather?
He died
Okay.
6 months later.
Okay. And what happened to her when her father died? Did she receive money from her grandfather?
Maybe, yes.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Laura, did you understand something? Tell me, Laura.
Nothing much, but I not pay attention.
I didn't pay attention.
Didn't pay attention.
Okay, we're going to listen again and we are going to choose, between sentence 1 to sentence 5, the correct answer, A, B, or C, right?
Okay.
Okay, so first, I need you to read the sentences mentally. Read the sentences mentally with the possible answers, please. Tell me when you finish, please.
I finished.
Ready. So let's listen and choose the correct answer, please.
Question 44.
Look at the screen.
En mai 1968, je suis rentré à Paris. In May 1968, I came back to Paris. It was a very exciting time. There were a lot of demonstrations and fighting between students and the police.
Diana Sofia.
I wasn't really interested in politics. I wasn't a communist or an anarchist, but I loved the atmosphere. All the students were fighting for freedom, for
Diana Sofia, look at the screen, please.
revolution, and the French police were everywhere. On May the 15th, I was with thousands of other young people. We were walking toward the Place de la Bastille. I was tired, so a friend picked me up and I sat on his shoulders. Another boy, who was walking next to us, was carrying a Vietnamese flag. It was the time of the Vietnam War. And he said to me, "Hey, could you carry the flag for me?" And I said, "Okay." There was so much happening that I didn't notice all the photographers. The next day, the photo was on the cover of magazines all over the world. When my grandfather saw it, he immediately ordered me to come to his house. He was furious, really, really angry. He said, "That's it. You are a communist. I'm not going to leave you anything, not a penny. I walked out of the room, and I never saw him again. 6 months later, he died, and I didn't get any money from him. Nothing.
Now you understand because you can read and listen, okay? So, in 1968, she
Was a communist.
Was an
excuse me? She was a communist or she was an anarchist or she wasn't interested in politics?
A.
I think that teacher A.
You think A? And Laura, what do you think?
A.
A?
The answer is A. Wasn't interested in politics.
She wasn't interested. Remember the pronunciation is interested.
Interesting.
In politics. Okay. Now the number 2. Number 2, Diana Sofia.
She loved the atmosphere. Atmosphere because all the students were fine. For I think it's C.
C. Number 2 is C. Very good. Excellent. Number 3, Samuel.
She was sitting on a friend's shoulders because I don't know, teacher, to take photos. Maybe.
Daniel, what do you think?
Because she was tired.
Because she was tired. Number 4. Somebody, please.
She was called in the class because
Because
somebody gave it to her.
Somebody gave it to her. And number 5, her grandfather died 6 months later. 6 months later. Great, we finished the unit exactly on time. It's 8 o'clock. Great, you are very fast. Now, remember the homework for next class is going to be the vocabulary bank, the grammar bank, the workbook, and the video.
wow.
What is the homework?
Book, grammar, vocabulary, and video.
Workbook and video. So bye-bye. See you next class, friends.
Teachers.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.